Sarajevo from Belgrade to take the plane because unfortunately my bus ticket got cancelled. So yeah, now I'm gonna take the plane. I'm gonna take the plane with Air Serbia from Belgrade to Sarajevo. So let's see how the flight is for this 1 hour flight. We're now on board the Air Serbia ATR 7T2-600 and it actually looks like a typical ATR, and they have the in-flight safety tips and also the menu, so it's quite good for the 45 minutes flight. Yeah, I had no choice but to take this flight, but let's see if it's good. We just landed into Bosnia and Herzegovina, and then now we're in Sarajevo. And then now we're gonna head to the city center and check into the hostel and then explore the city. Made it to the city center, and the first thing we do in Sarajevo is to see the city hall. And the city hall in Sarajevo looks very nice, as you can see in the top right here. And now we're gonna explore this place a little bit. Inside the city hall we can actually see that it used to be a place where people used to live, and it's actually quite beautiful. And yeah. This is a place where people can talk, and you can see many flags of of Bosnia and Herzegovina and the different cities. Yeah, quite cool actually. This exhibit in the Museum of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So we can see that in this museum, in the city hall, it mostly talks about the history of this country and also the former leaders. You can see different pictures. So yeah, I think it's a good place to visit, although it's just here for a bit. But I think it's a good place to visit to get to learn more about Bosnia and Herzegovina before you explore the sites around the city. I'm going to visit the War Childhood Museum. So this museum actually gives you more insight about what the children have suffered during the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina. So let's see what's it. Inside the mosque, and then this mosque is actually pretty expensive to visit. You need to pay around like 5 Bosnian marks or around 10 euros just to go inside and have a look. But it's quite beautiful, although the one in Istanbul is cheaper and much nicer, but then it's good to see mosques in different countries. Outside the largest mosque and the oldest mosque in Sarajevo, and we have just seen the inside, and this is what the outside looks like. So yep, it's actually quite good to go to this mosque once when you're here in Sarajevo. Okay. Finally made it to the Latin Bridge. So this is one of the most important bridges in Bosnia and Herzegovina, because this bridge was near the assassination site of Archduke Franz Ferdinand in 1914. So this bridge actually has a lot of history. But then when you look at this bridge and you look at the sites here, it's actually quite beautiful. Although not many people might know the full history of this bridge, but then it's actually quite interesting to actually see this bridge, because it brings back a lot of history in Sarajevo and also in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yep. Another part of important history, as you can read here. So this is the place where Gavrilo Pip assassinated the heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne in 20 June 1914, and here I have some pictures to remind you about an event, very unfortunate event. So yeah, so the history lives on in Sarajevo. The very famous walking street called Baščaršija, I don't know if I say it right. So here you can get a lot of food and souvenirs, and you can walk around here to enjoy the vibes of Sarajevo and the vibes of the country of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Yeah. But even though today is Easter Sunday, it's still very crowded, so that's good sign. So it's good to be here and to explore this city center and this bazaar before it closes for the evening. Walking street, you'll see this place called the Sarajevo. This is a very famous water well in Bosnia, but then it's not that crowded. So yeah, right here I am. So it's good to finally see this. So I'm gonna go back to the hostel and rest a bit before I have dinner. So yeah, I'm gonna try Bosnian coffee. So it's very interesting how you drink this coffee. First you put the Turkish delight to the side first, according to the staff. Then you put the coffee inside the cup, and then you put a little bit of sugar, and then you drink it. Then you put the sugar inside your mouth. Now I put the sugar in my mouth and I drink the coffee, and it's like this. Really good. Yeah, so I think this coffee is actually really good. Worth to try here in Bosnia. Yeah, so quite good. Trying the Bosnian food. Yeah, it's a bit similar to the one in Serbia, but it looks quite good. So yeah, can't wait to try it for myself. Going to this very famous tunnel of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So yeah, we're gonna go inside. So yeah, this is the entrance, and now we're heading in. So of course the entrance fee here is quite expensive, so you need to pay for it before we can go in. Bought the ticket to go inside the tunnel, and the interesting part is that here you cannot use euros or credit card. You have to use cash. So that's the very unfortunate part. But yeah, we're gonna have a look. So yeah. So we finally made it into the tunnel. So it's like this, it looks like this, but then it's blocked to the people, so we can only see what it looks like from this angle. But here it's actually quite small. It's similar to the North Korean tunnel in the DMZ, so it's quite cool to see this in person.
You're not on the front line, because there's no point. But even if you're killed by shelling in your house, you are still a soldier. Only if you're like a doctor or engineer or something like that.
Here we're actually in the other angle to see this tunnel, so it's actually blocked. You can see the fence, but then earlier we went down and we can see that the tunnel is blocked. So this is how it looks like. It looks like the times when they're inside the tunnel. So here actually gives you a good idea of what it feels like to be inside the tunnel. Actually the Sarajevo Olympic City, and you can see in the map here they built this tunnel for the Olympic Games and all that. And then now we are going to the entry part of the tunnel, so they still let tourists or people to come inside. So yeah, it's quite cool actually, because now you can actually feel like from this side you can actually see that the tunnel is actually really small. Because even me, like when I come here, it just literally I can reach the head of the tunnel. So yeah, it's quite cool, and just goes on. So actually it's quite short, this tunnel, so you can see that it's only around maybe 2.5 km that's open to the public. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in seeing the Sarajevo tunnel. And then after that I'll take the bus to Montenegro. To the end of the tunnel, and you can see there's many different pictures right here, and also about the map of Yugoslavia. And then the fun fact of this tunnel is that you can see that the airport is nearby, so it's actually near the Sarajevo airport. So yeah, quite good to finally see this tunnel. Now leaving Bosnia, and then we're heading to Montenegro. So it's the first time to take this kind of small bus to reach the new country. So yeah, let's see how this long journey goes. Bosnia and Herzegovina to Montenegro, the funny part is that there's actually many mountains and many rivers on the way. So that's why they couldn't use the big bus to cross the two countries. You need to use a small minivan bus. So that's why they think there's no good experience across the country.